Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello world, welcome to Robothought Zero to Hero series C, C++ coding and Arduino Mega. Alright, so we are on lesson number 28 and I am going to show you Arduino operators, which is C, C++ operators used in Arduino programming. Alright, the operators are basically these are widely used in Arduino programming from basics to advanced levels, guys. You need to understand this. These are basically mathematics, right? And it plays a very important role in every programming concept, not just C, C++, but even in Java, Python, and various others. The operators are used to solve any kind of logical and mathematical problem, right? And this plays a major role in robotics and artificial intelligence. For example, to calculate the temperature given by the sensor based on some analog voltage, you have to use some of the calculation using these mathematical operators. So there are different types of operators which are predefined and classified in Arduino. So one of them are arithmetic operators, and then compound operators, and then a Boolean operator, and then comparison operators, and there is something called bitwise operators, right? So what is an arithmetic operator? So there are six basic operators responsible for performing a mathematical operations in Arduino within arithmetic operators. That is your equal to, which is your assignment operator. The assignment operator in Arduino is basically used to set the variable value. I showed you in lot of previous lessons. I use equal to 9, pin number 8 or whatever, or 13, right? So that is the assignment operator in Arduino, which is basically used to set the variable value. All right, it is quite different from equal symbol, right, normally used in mathematics. So, and there is something, the another operator is addition, right? That is the plus symbol. The addition operator is used for the addition of two numbers. It's simple, basic mathematics, guys. For example, P plus Q, or motor A plus motor B, you can do that as well, right? And there is something called subtraction, which is your minus symbol, is used to subtract one value from another, right? And multiplication, of course. And multiplication is basically used to multiply two different integer values, or even a character followed by an integer. Both can be done. Similar way, division, modulus, percentage, right? All these are arithmetic operator, right? So let me also show you some examples so that you guys can understand what exactly these operators are, and it makes life easy, right, if we do our coding on our own. Let me delete this. Sometimes I hate this. Oops. Sometimes I don't like this bare minimum code. What is happening? It has to. Okay, I need to save it. That's okay. I will not save it because I don't need to save it. This is just an example. So, for example, in the operators, say int b, I'm just declaring the b, and then we will go to void setup. Okay, void setup like this, and open a curly bracket. Within the void setup, what we need to do, serial print, serial begin, right? We need to begin with a baud rate of 9600 speed, like this. Okay, and then make sure the curly brackets are closed, and then we will get into the void loop. Close the function void loop with a curly bracket open, and in the void loop we will say b equals to 5 plus 2, like this. All right, and then the serial dot print ln. What you want to print? You want to print b. All right, now in this particular operator, plus 5 plus 2, what it's simple, guys. It's 7, right? You can use minus and multiplications and all those operators, right? It's a pretty simple thing. So in this particular code, we have assigned the result of addition of two different numbers to b. Before printing it to the console or to the terminal, we are saying it's 5 plus 2, right? Now let's say we can also say for example intd void setup like this, and open a curly bracket, serial dot begin with 9600. Oh, begin 90 GINs typo 9600 baud rate, and then I am going to come back to void loop. I'll close the function and open a curly bracket, and then what I'm going to say, d equal to 5 minus 2, like this. You can change it whatever you want, and then serial dot print ln, and then what you want to print, you can print d like this. And after you do that, put a semicolon, and then you can also say d equals to d plus 3 like this. This is also possible, and you can say again serial dot print ln, and then what you want to print, you want to print d like this, right? So here for example d equals to d plus 3 is not operated as a usual very common mathematical operation. It's not, right? It is basically the assignment operator where the right of the function is evaluated first and is assigned to the left of the equal sign. Similarly, we can also perform multiplications and modulus, and division, right? The int variable will basically store the integer value. For example, 20 divided by 3 equal to 6. So what will happen? If we want the decimal value to be printed, we need to use the float value instead of int, right? Instead of int here on the top, we can declare float. That's how this particular function works. Now what we can also do is, I will show you some more example, and then we can take it forward from there. Say int b, and then void setup like this, and curly bracket, serial dot begin 9600 with followed by a semicolon, and then we need to come down with a void loop, and inside the loop function, let's open a curly bracket. Now what you want to do, we can say b equals to 20.0. This is your float value, now divided by 3. Now the decimal value is used to force the compiler to print only the decimal value, right? We are forcing it, we are enforcing it. Semicolon, right? And then serial dot print ln, and what you want to print, you want to print b, right? So this is how your the float, instead of integer, you can also print the float, right? So this is possible because though you had declared int b at the beginning, but you are forcing your program to print only the decimal value, because b equal to 20.0 you are declaring already, and divided by 3, of course, whatever calculation you want to do. So this is how your basically all this operators works, guys. It's pretty simple, and I will also show you some more operators and how to use this in a real time, in a real world, so that you get hands-on. So guys, try to understand all these basics, because I'm going to, as we proceed along, we are going to start doing some advanced and pretty complex coding. So it's very important that the basics are very strong, and it's you got to really practice this, right? So alright guys, so that's it for this lesson, and I am going to be back soon in the next video. Bye bye.